Have you ever felt weighed down by the burdens of your past or the negativity surrounding you? As we age, it's easy to get stuck in old patterns and toxic relationships that drain our energy and happiness. But what if I told you that you could unlock a life filled with more joy, peace, and freedom by simply letting go of certain things? In this video, we're diving into the 8 crucial things you need to eliminate from your life as you grow older. Stick around, because each point we discuss will help you understand these elements' impact on your well-being and provide practical steps to reclaim your life. You'll discover how to release grudges that keep you tethered to the past, eliminate toxic relationships that drain your spirit, and embrace change as a pathway to new opportunities. By the end of this video, you'll be empowered to make meaningful changes that lead to a lighter, more fulfilling life. Don't miss out on this chance to transform your perspective and truly enjoy your golden years. Let's get started. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. 1. Negative people. As we enter the later chapters of life, our need for peace, positivity, and meaningful connections grows stronger. It becomes essential to let go of anything or anyone that might drain our energy or cloud our outlook. Among the most powerful steps toward preserving our well-being and happiness is eliminating negative people from our lives. These individuals, although sometimes subtle in their impact, can weigh heavily on our spirit, like an invisible anchor that keeps us from fully enjoying the present moment. Their presence often carries an air of heaviness, filling conversations with endless complaints, sharp criticisms, and an unrelenting pessimism that taints every experience. Each encounter with them can feel like a slow leak in your vitality, leaving you emotionally depleted and struggling to reconnect with your peace and joy. Negative people have an uncanny way of drawing others into their shadowed world, casting doubt and gloom on even the most ordinary aspects of life. Their words often contain an undercurrent of despair, and before you know it, their perspective can start to seep into yours, impacting your own mental and emotional balance. Spending time around them can feel like suffocating under a weight that isn't yours to carry. Little by little, they rob you of your inner calm and subtly plant seeds of doubt, anxiety, and discontent that grow with each encounter. These interactions are not only mentally exhausting but can also lead to physical stress, sleepless nights, elevated blood pressure, and the slow chipping away of your overall health. They may not mean harm, but their impact is profound and can alter your perspective, leaving you feeling hollow and fatigued. At this stage of life, you have earned the right to peace, to prioritize your happiness, and to immerse yourself in relationships that fill your days with positivity. Negative people, however, pull us into their storm, clouding our lives with troubles, anxieties, and fears that were never ours to bear. They carry their burdens yet find ways to spread the weight of these burdens onto others. If you've noticed that certain people in your life are consistently draining, always quick to complain or criticize, and rarely, if ever, uplifting or supportive, it may be time to reevaluate those relationships. This doesn't mean cutting people off in anger or frustration, but rather making a conscious choice to preserve your well-being. Reducing time spent with these individuals, or even creating a safe distance, is a profound act of self-protection. You are not abandoning them but rather choosing to guard your peace, an invaluable gift you have every right to defend. Imagine the relief, the sense of lightness, that comes with letting go of these draining influences. By gently removing or limiting their role in your life, you create a space for new relationships and connections that truly enrich your soul. You open a door for those who bring laughter, joy, and wisdom. People who encourage you to see the beauty in each day, who remind you of the blessings you have, and who understand the gift of life. These are the individuals who add genuine value, who listen without judgment, and who celebrate with you during moments of happiness and support you during times of need. They uplift your spirit, filling your days with a warmth that's nurturing, healing, and life-affirming. This shift in your relationships allows you to reclaim your time and energy, savor the moments of joy that come with each new day, and find deep satisfaction in living a life unburdened by others' negativity. As you embrace this freedom, your days can become filled with a profound sense of peace, lightness, and clarity. You'll find yourself surrounded by people who understand your journey, who bring an air of gratitude and positivity into your life, and who remind you of the beauty in the small things: the morning sunlight, the laughter of friends, the joy of shared memories. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In this way, you move forward with a lighter heart, focusing on what truly matters, and cherishing each moment with the people who reflect the beauty and joy you seek. Life is simply too short to be anchored down by the shadows of others. It's meant to be celebrated, embraced, and lived fully. So, step into this freedom. Cherish those who uplift you, release those who drain you, and savor the precious gift of every day, surrounded by people who see the world, and you, in a light as beautiful as the one you hold within. 2. Grudges and resentments. As we grow older, releasing grudges and resentments becomes a crucial step toward finding inner peace and happiness. Holding on to past wounds is like being shackled to invisible chains that prevent you from fully embracing the present. Every memory of hurt, every echo of past anger or disappointment, weighs down your spirit, binding you to a pain that only festers over time. Many of us accumulate these feelings of anger, betrayal, or frustration throughout life, but as we age, it's essential to free ourselves from these emotional ties. Holding a grudge doesn't harm the person who wronged you. Instead, it poisons your well-being. This emotional weight is like a dark shadow, impacting your mental health, increasing your stress levels, and even taking a toll on your physical health. Decades of research have shown the significant effects that negative emotions can have on our health, linking them to conditions like high blood pressure, insomnia, and even heart disease. Bitterness and resentment may slowly erode your peace, creating physical symptoms that serve as reminders of the emotional scars you carry. The act of forgiveness, though difficult and sometimes seemingly impossible, is a profound gift you give to yourself rather than to the person who hurt you. Forgiveness is an act of liberation, a declaration that your past does not control you. When you let go of resentment, you free yourself to move forward, shedding the heavy weight of anger and bitterness that may have clouded your heart for years. Imagine what it would be like to live free from those burdens, to wake each day without the gnawing feeling of unresolved conflicts or old grudges. When you release resentment, you open up space for lighter, more fulfilling experiences. The energy you once spent holding onto old hurts can be redirected toward moments of joy, creating meaningful connections, and embracing new opportunities that make life rich and rewarding. By choosing forgiveness, you reclaim a part of yourself that had been trapped in the past, rediscovering the simple joys of life without the shadows of resentment. Forgiveness does not mean that you forget or accept someone else's wrongdoing. It doesn't mean dismissing the impact of hurtful actions. Rather, it means freeing yourself from the bitterness that the past may still carry, allowing you to walk forward unburdened. In this act of release, you take control of your narrative, choosing to prioritize your peace over past hurts. You don't forgive to validate others, but to give yourself the gift of a lighter heart and a more joyful present. Life in old age should be about savoring moments of beauty, reconnecting with loved ones, and experiencing a sense of peace that only comes when we let go of the chains that once held us back. Forgiving is an invitation to live fully, to fill your days with light rather than shadows. By consciously letting go of resentment, you create room for new beginnings, deeper connections, and happiness that comes from knowing you are free of past burdens. So let go of those grudges, release the resentments, and step forward into a life filled with laughter, love, and serenity. In doing so, you give yourself the priceless gift of living unshackled, welcoming a future filled with the beauty of new, positive memories. 3. Fear of change. The third thing you need to release from your life as you age is the paralyzing fear of change. It's natural. Aging can make us want to seek comfort in the familiar. Our routines, our well-worn habits, and our predictable days can feel like a safe harbor amidst the ever-changing tides of life. These routines offer a sense of security and a comforting rhythm to each day. But while familiarity may feel safe, a deep-seated fear of change can unknowingly trap us in a cage of our own making, isolating us from the joy, growth, and wonder that life still holds. Imagine all the incredible possibilities waiting just outside your comfort zone. Opportunities that might be missed if you allow fear to keep you clinging to what you know. The unknown can be daunting. As we grow older, stepping into new territory may seem like venturing into a storm without an anchor, unsettling and overwhelming. But here's the truth. Life never stops evolving, and its treasures don't cease just because we've reached a certain age. New moments of discovery, inspiration, and connection are out there, even in old age. Yet, fear can disguise itself in subtle ways. Maybe it's in the hesitation to learn new technologies, the reluctance to accept invitations to travel somewhere unfamiliar, or even the resistance to open up to new friendships and shared experiences. All these moments of apprehension, small as they may seem, add up, forming invisible barriers that keep us locked in a predictable but shrinking world. This fear can chip away at your potential to live fully. It can strip away the brightness and excitement that could light up this rich chapter of your life. Your later years are not meant to be a time of stagnation, but rather a continuation of the journey, a time for cultivating curiosity and openness. Embracing change doesn't just keep your mind active, it keeps your spirit young. Think of every change as an opportunity to keep growing, as a way to keep your heart and mind as vibrant as ever. Resisting change may bring temporary comfort, but it ultimately weighs down the soul, while embracing change offers a chance to unburden yourself and move forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. Accepting that the world changes, that you can change, and that even now, life has new layers for you to explore is incredibly liberating. Adaptation is one of our most powerful tools, and by welcoming change, we demonstrate resilience and courage. This acceptance allows us to approach life's new circumstances with grace and openness, empowering us to find joy and satisfaction in places we may never have thought to look. Every change is an invitation to expand your world, to invite fresh experiences, and to cherish new connections. Imagine what your days could look like if you let go of this fear. Picture yourself trying new activities, meeting fascinating people, and exploring ideas you'd never considered before. Consider the thrill of discovering you have interests and strengths that have been lying dormant, simply waiting for you to unlock them. The best parts of your story might still be unwritten. Those treasured chapters could be the ones you've been waiting your whole life to experience. All you need to do is take that first, brave step. Life is offering you these moments. Let your heart be open enough to receive them. The door to fulfilling, transformative experiences is right there before you, ready and waiting for you to walk through with courage and wonder. 4. Toxic or worn-out romantic relationships. The fourth thing to release from your life as you age is the lingering attachment to toxic or worn-out romantic relationships. As the years pass, we come to realize that our time is one of the most precious gifts we have, and spending it with someone who does not bring joy, peace, or growth is a heartbreaking loss of that gift. Too often, people cling to these relationships out of fear of loneliness or nostalgia for what once was. Yet, staying in a partnership that has long since lost its warmth, one fueled by resentment, criticism, or cold routine, only robs you of the contentment you deserve. At this stage of life, you are worthy of relationships that are nurturing, harmonious, and genuine. Ones that fill your days with love, laughter, and peace. Toxic relationships are not merely emotionally draining. They also erode self-worth and cast shadows over the bright potential of your golden years. Whether it's manipulation, belittling words, or lack of mutual care, toxic love chips away at the soul, leaving behind only bitterness and heartache. If you find yourself believing that it's too late to start fresh or that you must simply settle for what's left, let go of that limiting mindset. The truth is, love, happiness, and self-respect have no age limit. Releasing a harmful relationship, even one you've held onto for decades, is an act of profound courage and a testament to your commitment to your well-being. Choosing to let go of a toxic relationship can mean more than ending it. It can also mean transforming it. Sometimes, through honest and heartfelt dialogue, two people can rediscover the spark that once brought them together, or at least come to a place of mutual understanding. Other times, healthy closure is the best gift you can give yourself, A respectful parting that leaves room for both healing and growth. Remember, releasing a toxic relationship doesn't signal defeat. It's an empowering step toward rediscovering inner peace. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Imagine the freedom of waking up each morning free from emotional conflict, filled instead with lightness and a sense of fulfillment. Love at this stage of life should be a comforting embrace, a relationship built on kindness, respect, and shared dreams. If it isn't, then perhaps it's time to let go. You deserve to be surrounded by people who lift you, celebrate your joys, and hold your hand in gentle understanding through life's challenges. Make space in your heart for the warmth and tranquility you truly deserve, for love, after all, should be a balm, not a battle. 5. Excessive attachment to the past. The 5th thing you need to release from your life in old age is the heavy burden of excessive attachment to the past. As we grow older, it's natural to look back, to reminisce on the chapters of our lives filled with both joy and sorrow. These memories are precious. They shape who we are. But when we become too deeply entangled in what once was, we risk losing touch with the beauty of the present and closing ourselves off to the many new experiences still waiting to unfold. Holding too tightly to past glories or painful regrets can become an invisible cage, locking us out of life's present wonders and robbing us of the chance to shape our future. Often, people hold on to memories as though they're all that's left, but this simply isn't true. Old age brings a remarkable perspective, a kind of wisdom that allows you to savor the simplicity of each day with new depth and appreciation. The past, while treasured, does not have to be a retreat where we hide from the uncertainties and possibilities of today. The habit of replaying what could have been or dwelling on what was lost brings only sadness and a lingering sense of dissatisfaction. Letting go of the past is an act of self-liberation. It's a profound way of saying, I am still here, I am still growing, and I am still capable of joy. When you release your grip on what can no longer be changed, you create space for a deep and powerful gratitude for the present. Accepting that each stage of life holds its unique beauty helps you embrace this moment without regret or longing. Imagine the freedom of waking up each day with a light heart, free from the weight of yesterday's burdens, and open to the experiences that today might bring. Think of how much more peaceful it would feel to live fully in the present, appreciating every smile, every sunset, every quiet moment as a precious gift rather than as a contrast to the better days that have passed. What matters now is how you choose to live this day, this hour, this moment. The past cannot be changed, and by releasing it, you empower yourself to live with lightness and peace. So, rather than being bound by memories, let them serve as gentle reminders of the journey that brought you here. Embrace the new chapters that life offers and walk forward with an open heart, knowing that there are still stories to be written, friendships to form, laughter to share, and countless moments to cherish. Live in the present with gratitude and grace, for today is what truly belongs to you. 6. Excess of responsibilities. The 6th thing you need to release from your life as you age is the overwhelming burden of excess responsibilities that no longer belong to you. Throughout our lives, many of us are accustomed to wearing multiple hats: caregiver, provider, leader, friend, mentor. We often find ourselves giving so much to those around us, whether through raising children, building a career, or being the steadfast support for family and friends. These roles may have defined a large part of your life, and they carry profound meaning. Yet, as we age, a pivotal moment arrives when we must recognize that we can't, and shouldn't, carry the weight of the world on our shoulders forever. Holding on to excessive responsibilities can create an invisible chain, binding you to constant obligations when you should be savoring the freedom to focus on yourself. Aging is a time for self-care, a time to indulge in life's simple pleasures, and a time to reconnect with your inner peace. But when you continue saying yes to every request, when you take on tasks that could be handled by others, or when you feel compelled to solve everyone's problems, you are only adding layers of stress and worry that can drain you. The desire to be needed and helpful is natural, but in clinging to this role, you deny yourself the rest and joy you deserve. Letting go of responsibilities is not an act of selfishness. It is a necessary act of self-respect. By allowing others to take the reins in certain situations, you give them the chance to grow and discover their strengths. In delegating, you're not abandoning anyone. Rather, you're empowering others while honoring the precious time you have left. Life at this stage is about quality over quantity, prioritizing what truly matters to you and embracing the gift of being present in each moment. Imagine how liberating it would feel to finally step back, hand over tasks, and trust that the world can go on without your constant intervention. Picture yourself free to enjoy your days without the pressure of meeting endless obligations, to embrace the pleasure of quiet mornings, leisurely afternoons, and reflective evenings. This newfound freedom allows you to devote time to personal passions, to connect deeply with yourself, and to find joy in activities you may have long set aside. It's time to release yourself from the endless to-dos and the belief that you must be the pillar for everyone else. By setting down this heavy load, you reclaim your life, opening space for moments of rest, laughter, reflection, and tranquility. Your life has been filled with years of giving, and now it's your turn to receive, to embrace the joys of old age without the weight of burdens that no longer belong to you. Let go, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to live freely, knowing that you have earned the right to peace and that it's finally time to focus on the well-being you so richly deserve. 7. Need for others' approval. The seventh thing to release from your life as you age is the need for others' approval. From our earliest years, society often teaches us to seek validation, to meet the expectations of friends, family, colleagues, and the broader world. This pursuit of approval can shape who we become, influencing our choices, behaviors, and even our dreams. But in old age, the constant chase for others' acceptance becomes not only exhausting but also obstructive, keeping us from embracing our true selves. Growing older presents a profound opportunity to shed these external expectations and step boldly into who you are, unapologetically and without fear of judgment. The reality is that, no matter how hard we try, we can never please everyone. We cannot meet the endless, shifting standards that others might place upon us. And in truth, by spending so much of life pursuing the elusive goal of universal approval, we risk distancing ourselves from what matters: our fulfillment, our passions, our sense of purpose. The need for validation becomes a barrier between you and an authentic life, one lived according to your values, joys, and aspirations. By releasing this need, you make space for a life that is lighter, freer, and infinitely more meaningful. Imagine the liberation of making choices based solely on what resonates with you, of wearing what you like, doing what excites you, and following your path without second-guessing how others might react. This doesn't mean isolating yourself or ignoring others' feelings, but rather honoring yourself as you make decisions. When you stop seeking others' approval, you begin to build a new level of self-trust, one where your inner voice is the compass guiding you forward. The freedom that comes from letting go of this need is profound. You'll discover an unshakable joy in knowing that your life is finally, truly yours to live. This journey into self-acceptance may be the most rewarding of all. In old age, what truly matters is being at peace with yourself, appreciating your unique qualities, and living each day in a way that feels right to you. By letting go of the need to seek others' approval, you create a safe space to nurture your dreams and values. Your legacy will be one of courage and authenticity, not of conformity or fear. So, embrace this freedom, revel in the lightness of being your true self, and remember, life at this stage is about living on your terms, not by anyone else's rules. You've earned it. 8. Addiction to sex and masturbation. The eighth thing to release from your life in old age is an addiction to sex and masturbation, especially when the need to engage in these acts has become a nightly compulsion. While sexuality is a natural part of life at any age, as we grow older, it's crucial to find a healthy balance that supports our overall well-being. Excessive focus on sexual gratification can evolve into a dependency that impacts mental health, strains personal relationships, and interferes with the quality of daily life. When sexuality becomes less of a joyful expression and more of a compulsion, it risks overshadowing other sources of meaning and fulfillment. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, Please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Addiction in this area can create emotional disconnection, making it difficult to enjoy other important activities and even putting a strain on physical health. The relentless pursuit of instant pleasure can foster a cycle of dissatisfaction, as deeper emotional and spiritual needs remain unmet. Instead of feeling fulfilled, you may feel empty or frustrated, as the habit no longer satisfies but instead exacerbates feelings of restlessness and imbalance. The precious tranquility, peace, and inner balance that come with old age can be disrupted by the continuous pull of the cycle, preventing you from fully experiencing the joys of this stage of life. Liberating yourself from this addiction means rediscovering other forms of connection and pleasure that go beyond the physical. The later years of life offer an opportunity to deepen relationships in ways that may have once been overlooked. Exploring dimensions of intimacy like affection, companionship, meaningful conversation, and acts of care can bring new richness to your relationships and your sense of contentment. By learning to balance desires and nurturing emotionally fulfilling connections, you create room for deeper, more lasting satisfaction. Imagine a life where peace and self-control bring you more joy than fleeting physical gratification, where genuine bonds with others offer comfort and strength. Old age can be a time of profound introspection and emotional intimacy, allowing you to cultivate a sense of fulfillment that transcends the physical. By embracing this, you free yourself from the compulsion to seek temporary relief and instead open yourself to a life of enduring contentment. You deserve the lightness, peace, and joy that come from a balanced, fulfilled heart. Embrace this stage with an open spirit and a clear mind, allowing yourself the grace and serenity that this chapter of life offers. As we reflect on these insights for living a lighter, more fulfilling life in our later years, it's essential to ask ourselves what we've truly learned. Each of these steps offers a path to greater peace, joy, and self-acceptance, helping us let go of what no longer serves us and embrace what does. So, what resonated most with you? Is there one lesson that stands out, a change you feel inspired to make in your own life? We'd love to hear from you. Please share one thing you've learned today and plan to bring into practice in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content that helps you live a richer, more meaningful life.